Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Magic Square Sudoku. Now this particular Sudoku was constructed by me for a Patreon page that I run on patreon.com, and I reward my subscribers with many classic Sudokus, variants, as well as some giant Sudokus that takes at least 1 hour to solve. So if you really enjoy solving Sudokus, I would suggest you to check out the Patreon page for more of handcrafted Sudokus, right? And I'll give the link in the description below for the Patreon page as well as the link of the online interface of the Sudoku that I'll be solving today. Now coming on to the rules of the Magic Square Sudoku, according to the rules, we have to place numbers from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and each 3 into 3 box, right? Without repetition. And there are exactly 9 3 into 3 boxes, right? And out of those 9 3 into 3 boxes, there will be 3 such boxes which will have a magic square rule, which will apply the magic square rule. Now what do I mean by magic square? According to the magic square, the sum of the rows, all the rows, I mean to say sum of these 3 digits, if this is, assuming this is a magic square, let me just mark it here. Assuming this is a magic square, sum of these 3 numbers will be equal to sum of these 3 numbers, which will again be equal to sum of these 3 numbers. So in other words, sum of these 3, these 3, these 3, sum of these 3 as well, all the columns of that magic square, and plus the sum of the diagonals will always be equal. So the sum will always be equal for these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 directions, right? There are 8 directions. In all these 8 directions, 8 ways, the sum will always be equal. That is what the magic square says, right? And now how to find what how to actually decide, or how to move upon the facts that how can we place the numbers in magic square, right? So today we will see that what are the facts that are really required to solve a magic square Sudoku. Now the first fact is that there will always be 5 in the middle in a magic square Sudoku. Now it is already a set trick, right? It is already a trick that is going on with solving a magic square Sudoku. But how do we come across, how do we find out that a 5 will always have to be in middle? Let us see by some mathematical practical applications. Now there are 9 digits used in this Sudoku, right? 1 to 9. I am just writing as it is. And you know that the sum of these 3 and these 3 will be equal, right? Which means the sum of the numbers in a box is always 45, and 45 divided by 3 is 15. So it means that a magic square will always have a sum as 15 in any direction. So that we have found out, right? The sum of these 3 digits, sum of these 3 digits, and sum of these 3 digits will always be equal to 15, because 45 divided by 3 is 15, which means that this has to be 15, this as well, and this as well, right? Now why always 5 has to be in the middle? Let me say you a trick about it also. So if you see the 9 numbers placed in ascending order, 5 is in the middle, right? Let us just remove the 5 for now, and if you add the first and the last digit, it will always be 10. The the second digit and the second last digit will always be sum of 10, sum as 10. So 3 plus 7 is also 10, 4 plus 6 is also 10, right? Now if you place a 5 in middle, you need to have the sum of these two, these two, these two, and these two numbers as 10. So exactly there are 4 possible combinations, and all the 4 possible combinations should have different digits which sums to 10. For example, let me show you with the marking here. Sum of these two numbers, sum of these two numbers, sum of these two numbers, and sum of these two numbers will be equal to 10 if 5 is in the middle, right? And there is only 4 possibilities available: 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, and 4 and 6, right? Which means that if 5 is in the middle, we exactly get the 4 combinations what we require. What happens if we don't have 5 in the middle and any other number? Let us just assume that we have 4, 5 and 6. We have 6 in the middle. I'll just take 6 in the middle here. Right. Now I'll just remove the 6 from here. So now to make the sum as 15, just a second, sorry. So to make the sum as 15, we need exactly 4 combinations. I'm sorry. We need exactly 4 combinations, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? And the remaining sum is 12. We know that the sum has to be 15 and the remaining sum, if we use a 6, is 12, which is 9 and 3, 8 and 4 and 7 and 5. We don't get the fourth combination ever. Whatever digit you use except 5, you won't get the 4 combinations that are required to get the equal sum, right? Which means that a 5 will always have to be in the middle if it is a magic square and if the numbers are from 1 to 9, right? So we have revealed one fact about a magic square. Now let us see a few more facts about the magic square Sudoku. Now we know that a 5 has to be in the middle of a magic square, right? We are not sure if this is a magic square. I'm just assuming it to be a magic square. Now the next fact I would like to say is there will always be even numbers at the corner in a magic square Sudoku if the digits used are from 1 to 9, right? If the digits used are from 1 to 9, then these 4 digits will be even digits and these 5 digits will always be odd digits. Now why is it the case? Why even digits cannot be in the middle and odd digits cannot be in the corner, right? Now we know that, as we have already said or seen, that the sum has to be 15 and there are exactly 4 combinations if 5 is in the middle, which is 1 and 9. So 1 will go with the 9, 2 will go with the 8, 3 will go with the 7 and 4 will go with the 6. So let us assume that we have 1 in the corner, an odd number in the corner, right? Let us assume anywhere in the corner. It will just behave, it will have the same scenario anywhere. Let me assume that we have 1 in the corner, which means 9 will be in the other corner, right? As we know, 1 will go with the 9. Now can you fulfill both this direction and this direction to sum as 15 if 1 is in the corner? It will not be possible. Let us see. Now the remaining sum in both the sides should be 14, right? Which is only possible by 2 ways, 9, 5 and 8 and 6. But we have already used 9 and 5, right? Which means just with 8 and 6 can you fulfill both the sides summing to 15? It is not possible, right? Which means that 1 and 9 will somewhere be here or here, right? Let me mark that with the smaller digits. 1 and 9 will somewhere have to be here or here, right? Now the other combination is 3 and 7, other odd digits. Let me just take 3 over here. If I take 3, then 7 has to be here. Now can you fulfill the sum to 15? It is not possible again, because both the possibilities of 1 and 9 from here are removed. Why? So if you have a 1 here, you need to have something greater than 10 to get the possible sum as 15, right? Which is not possible. So both the sides you cannot have 1 and both the sides you cannot have 9 as well, because if you have a 9 here, to get to sum to 15 you again have to have a 3, right? 3 plus 9 is 12 and 12 plus 3 is again 15, which means that both of these places are removed as 9. And as we know that 1 and 9 has to be opposite to each other, both of these possibilities of 1 and 9 are removed. So you will have 1 and 9 here, here 1 here and 9 here, or 9 here and 1 here, which will again contradict the magic square rule. Now this was the most important fact in a magic square. The fact that I said is even digits always have to be in the corners, because now we have proved that we get a 5 here. We have proved logically that 5 has to be here. We have proved logically that 1 and 9 has to be in the middle somewhere, right? And we have already proved that 3 and 7 can also not be in the corners, which means 3 and 7 also have to be in the middle somewhere, in any order, 3 and 7 but opposite to each other, which means that there are exactly 4 even digits remaining which has to be in the corner, right? Now this was the most important fact of a magic square. So with these facts, I am sure that we will be able to solve a magic square very easily. Now this grid is a magic square Sudoku, right? Now we need to find exactly 3 such boxes that has a magic square rule. One more small trick here is, as we know that 5 will always be in the middle, the first 3 boxes will have one magic square, the next 3 boxes will have one magic square, because you cannot have 2 magic square in the same 3 boxes. One of the same 2 magic squares in one of the same 3 boxes, right? Because you need to have 5 in the middle, which means one of these 3 boxes will be a magic square, one of these 3 boxes, and one of these 3 boxes. Same way, one of these 3 boxes will be a magic square, one of these 3, and one of these 3, right? So these are the facts that helps us to solve a magic square Sudoku. One more small trick I would say is, whenever you conclude that a box is a magic square, for example this box is a magic square, whenever you conclude that, you can directly eliminate a few possibilities. That is, when you get a 9 here, you know that 8 and 6 has to be in the corner, right? And whenever you have a 9 at the middle, or not at the middle, at the middle edge, you can directly eliminate 6 and 8 from these two cells, because that will again automatically give the sum greater than 15. If you get a 6 here, with the 2 cells already you have a 15, which is not possible. You need to have 15 with the 3 cells. Again, you can eliminate 8 as well, because having an 8 in one of these 2 cells will give you some more than 15 with just 2 cells, right? Which means that a 4 is here and 8 and 6 cannot be here, which means 8 and 6 has to be here, and both of these digits cannot be here, which means this is not a magic square, right? What a great way to eliminate these things, right? So you can directly eliminate this possibility not being a magic square by logical means. As I already said, 6 and 8 cannot be in these 2 cells, and 4 also is not possible, which means you cannot have 2 even digits possible in these 2 cells, right? Which means this cannot be a magic square. I'll just mark that with the gray cell that it cannot be a magic square, or maybe some other cell. I'll mark that with a green cell, blue cell, that it cannot be a magic square, right? Same way, this cannot be a magic square because you have 6 in the middle, right? This cannot be a magic square because you have a 3 at the corner. The corners will always be even digits, which means that one of these 3 boxes have to be a magic square, right? And the only possible box is this box. So I can directly mark that here, and which will give me odd digits in these 5 cells and even digits in these 4 cells, right? And as we know that 6 has to be in one of these 2 cells because of the 6 here, 4 has to be in one of these 2 cells because 6 is always opposite to 4, and because you get a 4 here, 4 has to be here, which means a 6 has to be here, right? Excellent. Now if you see, a 9 cannot be in one of these 2 cells. 9 has to be in these 4 cells, but a 9 cannot be in one of these 2 cells because you'll immediately get the sum of 15 with just 2 cells, right? And a 9 cannot be here as well because of this 9, which means this has to be 9, and which gives you a 1 here, right? And 6 and 1 is 7. The remaining digit to sum to 15 is 8, which means the opposite digit has to be 2, and you can directly write the remaining digits. This has to be 7 for the 15 and this has to be 3. What an easy way to solve a magic square Sudoku if you know the facts behind it, right? So we have proved that one of the box has to be a magic square, which is this box, right? And let us see if we can find the other box. Now these 2 cannot be the magic square, right? These 2, because we have already found a magic square. So one of these 2 boxes and one of these 2 boxes will be a magic square. So let us find that which one of the boxes will be a magic square Sudoku, a magic square box, I mean to say, right? So I can directly eliminate that this box cannot be a magic square. Again, easy. Let me say you why. If this is a magic square, we get a 5 in the middle, just the normal way, and 2 also will be opposite to 8, so this has to be 8. Now what digit will be here to sum to 15? 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 6 would be 15, right? But you already have a 6 here, which means that this is not a magic square, which means this will be a magic square, which will be a 5, and this will not be a magic square again, which means this has to be a magic square, which means this has to be a 5 and this has to be a 5. We have found all the 3 magic squares so easily, right? It was such an easy task to do that. Now we can directly mark that We know that 1 cannot be in these two cells. Let us mark the odd evens here. Easy to notate while solving a magic square, right? And now if we know that 1 cannot be in one of these two cells, which means 1 has to be in one of these two cells, which means 9 also have to be in one of these two cells, as 1 is opposite to 9, which means these two cells will be 3 and 7, right? And because of the 2 being not being in one of these two cells and this cell as well, a 2 has to be here, which gets you an 8 here, right? So opposite of 2 is 8, and because of the 8 we can directly eliminate 1 and 9 and 7, because both of these numbers will give you a sum more than 15 in the 3 cells, which means the only remaining digits are 1 and 3. We can directly mark them. I'll just mark with the blue if at all it is not visible much. 3, 7, 5, 1 and 9. Now it is quite visible, right? Which is 5, 3, 1, and opposite of 1 would be 9 and opposite of 3 would be 7, right? Same way of 5 here. And because of the 2 and 9 you get 11, and the other remaining digit is 4 and 6. 2 and 8, right? So 8 will be a 2 here, it will be a 4 here, and it will be a 6 here, right? Now the one more magic square is this one which is remaining, and we know that 4 has to be in one of these two cells. So opposite 6 has to be in one of these two cells, but you already have a 6 here, which means a 6 has to be here, a 4 has to be here, right? And a 9 cannot be in one of these two cells again, because it will sum to more than 15 in 3 cells. You already have a 6 here, which means a 9 cannot be here as well. A 9 has to be here, a 1 has to be here. So 4 plus 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, the remaining is 8, which gives you a 3 here, a 7 here, and a 2 here. Easy. We have found all the magic squares, right? Was such an easy task after getting all the facts about magic square, and it's just now completing the Sudoku with a classic rule. So 9 has to be here, 9 cannot be in these 6 cells, and because of the 9, a 9 cannot be here as well, and a 9 and 9 will get you a 9 here, because you have a 9 here, right? And a 2 has to be in one of these two cells, just right. So 1, 3, 4, 9, 6, 8 to 2, 5 and 7, right? So a 2 and a 2 here will give you a 2 here, and 5 and 7 possibilities, right? So we can just mark it like that. And 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, so 4, 5, 7 again, and 5 and 7 is here, which means this has to be 4, and 5 and 7 in any order again, right? So we got a 5, 7 pair now, which means the remaining digits are 1, 2, 6 and 8, right? And because of the 2 and 2 here, we get a 2 here, and the remaining digits are 1, 6 and 8, right? And because of the 1, we can mark a 6, 8 here, a 1, 6, 8 and a 1, 6, 8, right? And because of the 1, the only 3 digits remaining here are 1, 6 and 8 again. So because of the 1 we get a 6, 8, and because of the 6 we get a 1, 8, right? And anything else? So if you see, there are 5 digits in this row, 6, 1, 2, 9, 4. So 3, 5, 8, 7 are the remaining digits, right? So 5, you will have a 3, 8, 7 here, 3, 7 and 8. 7, you will have 3, 5, 8 and 3, 5, 8, 7. You can have all the 4 possibilities here. So let us not mark that. You will have again 5 digits here. So 1, 6, 7 and 9 are remaining. 6, 9 and 1 are here, which means it has to be 7, and 7 and 6 are here, which means it has to be 1 and 9 remaining digits, right? So 1, 9, 6 are remaining. Because of the 6 here, we can directly mark a 6 here and a 1 and 9 here. The only remaining possibility is 1 and 9. And because of the 6, we get an 8 here, we get an 8 here, and we get a 1 here, we get a 6 here, we get a 8 here, we get a 1 here, right? 8 and 1 and 6. Okay, so anything else now? If you see this row, only 2 digits are remaining, that is 4 and 6, right? So 4 has to be here, a 6 has to be here, and 4 and 4 will give you a 4 in one of these two cells. Let's see this row. we have 6 digits filled, so 3 4 7 are remaining, right? A 4 is here, so it has to be 3 and 7. A 7 is here, which means it has to be 3 and 4, and you will have a 3 4 7 here. Same way, because of the 7 we can eliminate a 7 from here, we get an 8, 3 8 possibility. And because of the 1 here, we can directly 9 here, a 1 here, and we have only 3 digits remaining, that are 3 5 and 8, right? So 8 cannot be here, which means it has to be 3 5. 5 is here, which means 3 8 and 3 5 8. So we got a triplet now, 3 5 7 triplet, which means the only digit remaining is here is 6, right? Which means it has to be 6, and 5 1 and 7 are remaining in this column, right? And 1 and 5 is here, which means it has to be 7. It has to be give you a 5 here, a 1 here, right? And because of the 5 we get a 3 here, a 7 here, a 5 here, a 7 here, and a 7 here because of the 5. So 3 5 8 are remaining here, and 3 and 5 is here, so 3 and 5 are remaining here as well. And because of the 3 5 here, you get an 8 here, which means 3 5 has to be in one of these two cells in any order. And because of the 7, you can eliminate a 7 from here, you get a 3 4 pair, which means a 3 will be eliminated from here, and you will get a 8 and 5 here. And 3 4, the only 3 digits remaining here, 3 4 and 2, and 2 can only be in this cell in this column, and again a 3 4 possibility here, so you get a 3 4 pair, right? So if you see here, I can directly eliminate 3 and 4 from here, right? So the only digits remaining are 8 and 9 because of the uniqueness, I would say uniqueness trick, not a logic, I would say a trick in the sense, as we know that Sudoku will always be unique if by a good author or a trusted author, I would say, if a handcrafted puzzle, not by computer generated puzzles. So if this Sudoku you see, if you have a 3 and 4 possibility here, at the end of the Sudoku, after completing the whole grid, I can directly write any way being 3 and 4. I can write a 3 and 4 and 4 and 3 here, or the other way 4 and 3 here and 3 and 4 here. That will not affect the Sudoku anywhere else, which means that this Sudoku would have 2 solutions, right? 2 possible solutions, which is not possible, which means I can directly eliminate 3 and 4 from here, and it has to be 8 and 9 by logic, uniqueness trick. But I would like to go with the logical way. Let us see, and let us solve the logical way and see that a 3 and 4 comes here, or an 8 and 9 comes here, right? So if you see now, the 3 digits remaining are 1 9 and 8, 1 9 and 7, I would say. So 1 and 7 is here, which means a 9 has to be here, and 1 and 7 has to be here, which is 1 and 7 this way. And the 3 digits remaining here, 3 4 and 8, right? Anyway possible. I can directly write an 8 here by uniqueness way, but let's see if we can get it by logical way. The 3 digits remaining here are 2 3 5 and 9, right? So 5 and 9 is here, which means a 3 has to come here, and a 5 and 9, so 5 here, a 9 here, which means 3 here, which gives you an 8 here and a 5 here. And because of the 8, we directly mark an 8 here, right? According to the classic rules, and we have concluded that an 8 or a 9 has to be here, right? And that only 2 digits remaining are 3 and 4 in these two cells. So 4 has to be here, a 3 has to be here, and 2 and 4 in these two cells, right? So 2 has to be here and a 4 has to be here. And because of the 4, we get a 3 here and a 4 here. So we have solved this magic square Sudoku very easily, right? It was an easy Sudoku, and if knowing the facts which will say you that a 5 has to be in the middle, the 4 even digits has to be in the corners, and the other 4 digits have to be odds, right? So this fact will surely help you to solve any magic square Sudoku easily, making sure that the digits used are 1 to 9, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let us know if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.